So welcome to another urban fishing video. So first of all, we started off with Third Creek, and then we had Goose Creek, and now I just came out of Second Creek. So this is episode 3 of this series. This is a very short one, and I'll tell you why. It's a very short creek. So based on what I can tell online, this creek ends pretty quick. It does have another boom. I'll have to negotiate. We'll get through that somehow. But it meanders up through part of campus and then goes underneath World's Fair Park. So the water that we will be in probably is going to be dirty as well. It again is listed on the list of water, no touch water. So let's see how this goes. So this is the University of Tennessee Rowing Center, and underneath / behind it there's a creek that comes in, and I think it might be Second Creek. One day I was running down the greenway that goes adjacent to the creek, and I saw some big bass in there. Now it's not going to be a creek I can paddle very far up. There's also booms in front of it, so I may have to deal with that. But I figured it's worth a shot. So I'm already down here. There's some fish underneath here. Some bluegillies. There's a fish underneath here. It's in the shade. It's shallow, but back in 2019 there was a major flood of Knoxville, and I think the greenway fell underneath here. There used to be a tunnel that you could run / paddle, or not paddle, bike through, and I think it fell into the water, and I don't know if they have fixed it or not. But we're at least where the mouth of the creek comes out. Oh man, I don't know how I'm gonna get around this. It's pretty deep right here. It's 6 feet deep, so I can't easily wade us over it. But the greenway is definitely under the water, because the tunnel is right there. It's used to go through. That's kind of good for us though. We might be able to get over this boom and go up in there a little bit. We're just gonna find a way over / around it. They put these booms here to collect stuff floating down the creek, and then IM's Nature Center has a boat, and they come and collect all the stuff. So I don't want to damage this in any way, not just from a legal standpoint, but also because it serves a good purpose. But I need to get over or around it somehow. So to be continued in a minute. Might as well pick up some crap while we're in it. Oh man, it's soft. Some leaves and junk down there. Okay. Okay. I don't know if this creek is under that advisory. I'm sure it is. Not to touch the water. But you gotta do what you gotta do. Alright, so like the other ones, we are gonna see how far we can go, and then fish our way out. Have to negotiate that boom. But this is pretty cool. I'm gonna paddle up where you can see the bracket where the greenway used to mount. It went underneath here. You can see where it continues up there. Check that out. So this used to be greenway. Like right here, you can see where the line on the wall is. That would have been, I think it was like this steel beams with wood decking, and that's where it ends. It's where it goes to now. One thing I did not think about is I don't know how I'm going to turn around in here, because it might be too narrow. We have an awesome power situation in a second. I don't want my rod tips to hit the side over there, so we're just going to paddle backwards out of this place. I don't have a backup camera. Need one. So we just went underneath a rope. There's some more fishing line there. I don't know how that got here. I think people were casting from that bridge over there, maybe. I mean, who knows? Maybe people kayak up in here sometimes. Ooh, can't go very far in this creek at all. Looks like the end of the road right here. It's 4 feet deep right here. Water's really clear. It looks way shallow. I am spooking some fish though. There's some big bluegill in here. I mean, like some big bluegill. Oh, I wish I had my trout magnets. Okay, so the water stinks in here. And there's a film on top of it, and there's a shoe floating next to me. There's a bunch of trash up in here. Need to come back with some trash bags and some pickers and we get it cleaned up. But we're in super shallow water. Probably need to back up a little bit. Although there's bluegill in here at the size of my hand or bigger. I'm gonna put on the rooster tail before I back out of here, see what happens. Maybe I can catch these big pollution water bluegillies up there. And I got me one. Ouch. Oh man, these UT fish get you. Let's get another one. Caught that on the BFS rod. Being UT fish, that might be pretty smart because they didn't even flinch this time in this cast. They saw their friend get caught and that was the end of that. They vanished. I caught one and they disappeared. Wow. That's pretty impressive there, UT fish. The greenway I'm next to right now is part of that closed greenway, so there shouldn't be really anybody have access to bankfish for these things. But man, they learned quick. Oh man. So I'm finally getting some bites. I went back over the barrier and I'm fishing. There's some current getting pushed up against the bank over here in the main river where the creek comes out. Maybe I'll try the rooster tail again. I really don't want to take anything off my spinning reels because I feel like those are all high confidence lures. But I may have to, we'll see. And I know people don't want to watch a bluegill festival, but it's just pretty cool that I'm catching them underneath the University of Tennessee rowing facility in a tiny creek. So I'm back out here in the same spot I filmed the intro in, just because, I mean, look at that backdrop. Like, you can't beat that. But as you have seen throughout this video, I couldn't go very far. I did catch one bluegill. There was a ton of bluegill swimming around, and I cannot find my trout magnets. I think that's the 35th time I've said that in this video, depending on what I edit out. But it would be fun if I had some small stuff to go in there and see if I can catch some bluegill. Overall, it's pretty interesting, the fact that I'm fishing in water that is coming out of like World's Fair Park in that area, and then it goes underneath the UT women's rowing house. So That's how you have to get up underneath there. And luckily they have cleared out the greenway that got washed out by the floods back in, I think it was 2019. So I was able to get further in there than I thought. But as far as creeks to go explore, I'm going to rank this one as the worst one I've done yet, just because you can't go very far. But again, another creek that is highly polluted, as for as small as it is. There's so much trash. I picked up quite a bit, but I didn't have any grabbers or gloves or anything. So I think now what I'm going to do is take the kayak out. I have to go back down to about where that bridge is. It's where the Nayland boat ramp is. And then I'm going to find another spot to fish the day before I have to go get the kids. I don't know where I'm going yet, just being honest. So the next video you see is just as much a surprise to you as it is to me. But thanks for watching. Please consider subscribing if you want to see some more content like this. Let me know, or if you know somewhere else you're like, hey, I don't have a kayak, or I don't feel like dragging it to wherever it is, let me know. I'd be glad to go out and check it out, see if there's some fish there. Thanks for watching.